Hello, my name is Dale Wilhite. I'm right now in northern Florida near Panama City. If you want to find anything about me, go to MySpace where I have a page. I also have an account with Twitter and Facebook. This here is about stopping President Obama's agenda. I know a lot of people think he might just be a socialist or might be or close to it. No, he's a Marxist. Remember, this man sat for 20 years in a church where his pastors preached black liberation theology. His own church donated money to the communists of Nicaragua, Daniel Ortega and his thugs, back in the early 80s. This man's a communist. Of course he's not going to come out and say I'm a communist. You know, he's pretty much been identified as socialist, but there were those of us who were saying he was a socialist to begin with. And people are just now beginning to realize this. The man is a Marxist. He conned his way in office. He lied his way in office, which is nothing new for any political candidate, no matter what party they come from. And we're now reaping what he is sowing. And it's damnable. This man is trying to rip this nation apart from within so he can rebuild it into something like a Marxist state. And this man has already proven that he doesn't believe in the American Constitution. He's already said it's a negativity. He's also, at one time last year, tried to get the rest of the media elites that were on his side, most of them are still on his side, not to quote anything from the Fox Network, not to talk to the Fox Network, and they were basically telling him, not asking him, telling him, I don't want you talking to the people at Fox. Well, this man, that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that he cannot handle freedom of speech. That's what communists don't believe in, freedom of speech. And one of his FCC thugs that he hired, sent over to the FCC, also has stated that the Constitution, that the freedom of speech in the Constitution is exaggerated. These people do not believe in freedom of speech, and they're going to come up some way, somehow. They're going to try to turn this into a Marxist state. Obama is not bringing anybody together. He's making this country more divided, more so than even Bush divided this country. And the only way to stop him is to get the House back, at least the House back, and put Republicans in there. I wish we could get rid of, personally, I wish we could get rid of everybody and start over. But we can't, because his power has to be checked. And the only people that can stop him right now are going to be Republicans. Because he's going to bankrupt us, if not already bankrupt us, if he has not already bankrupted us. And we're in trouble. We're in a lot of trouble. And him sitting here trying to blame Bush for everything isn't going to work much longer. He cannot bring people together. He doesn't know how. This man has never governed anything. He's never been in charge of anything. What does he know about managerial work? That's why everything in Congress, he has outsourced just about everything to Congress, because he doesn't know how to do it. You see, the way it's really supposed to work is the president and his people are supposed to write the bills. You know, the president literally doesn't himself, usually, and send it to Congress. And Congress will say yes or no, or we want this amended, we want this out, we want this in. But it's the other way around. Congress writes the bills, they pass it, they send it to his desk, he flips through it and signs it. That's how things work now. That is proof that this man doesn't have a clue as to what he's doing, and has evidence that he does not know that he has no managerial experience of any kind. If he went to apply for a managerial job anywhere in this country before he became president, of course, they wouldn't have hired him because he doesn't know how. He doesn't know how to put a budget together. He didn't know anything about health care. He didn't know anything about immigration. What does he know about these things? Nothing. And unfortunately, he ran against a weak man called Senator McCain. And a lot of people had doubts about him. Anyway, to stop his agenda, there is one way. It's very simple, yet very hard. If all the corporations and businesses in America, like Walmart, Microsoft, unfortunately Microsoft in the tank form, if all the businesses, particularly small businesses as well, in the thousands, were to shut down, you know, only those businesses that would not put people in peril, like hospitals, grocery stores, they could pretty much shut his agenda down. When you start having 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 million people out of work at a heartbeat, it has to be done carefully so so we don't end up doing severe damage. That would put it into his agenda. These are just businesses that come up and say, hey, we're shutting down. Walmart would, I think, something over 1 million people associated with Walmart. That's how many people would be out of work if Walmart were to shut down. I don't know if that's true or not. Caterpillar, they're going to have to come up with $1 billion to pay for his Marxist health care bill. I think they still have maybe 150 to 350,000 employees left. If they shut down, Kmart shuts down, McDonald's shuts down, Burger King shuts down, Motel 6 starts shutting down. All these other large corporations and food retail chains start shutting down. Pepsi shuts down, Coca-Cola shuts down, Disney shuts down. You got a problem, and he's going to have a problem. That's how you stop his agenda. There's no other way, or there may not be any other way, at least not anytime soon. But they are the ones who could really put a stop to this. Because when people start ending up out on the street with no jobs, they're not going to blame the people they work for. They're going to blame the people that are causing it. And it's him and his thugs in the White House, these Bolsheviks. There is no Democratic Party anymore. The Democratic Party used to have a lot of good people in it. They don't anymore. It's a Bolshevik party now. It's a pack of communists. That's what they're doing. That's why they're trying to do everything now as fast as they can, because they know they only have a little time, kind of like Satan only knows he has a little time left before he ends up in hell forever. And that's what they're doing. That's the people who can stop it. Whether these corporations will figure it out, have the courage to stand up and take this guy on, I don't know. But that's the only people who can do it. Of course, Wall Street can do the same thing. They can stop it. If numerous businesses, trucking industries as well, except trucks that need to deliver hospital, food, and things like that, of course, they need to keep running. But most other businesses, including the trucking companies, Greyhound, cabs, buses, tour buses, everything, if they would all come together and shut down, slowly, carefully. He can't take all these businesses over at one time. It wouldn't be possible. And courts, a lot of judges would strike it down to keep him from doing so, because it's not constitutional. A lot of what he's doing is not constitutional now, but nobody's yet got it up to the courts, got it through the court system yet. I don't know why. I do not know why he's not being challenged on it. But the American corporations and businesses can stop this agenda. Thank you for your time, and maybe they'll figure it out. Maybe they'll figure it out. It's a long shot, but maybe they'll figure out that they really are the ones who have the power.